Casey Affleck. This is Walton Goggins. Zooey Deschanel's in this one. This is a film. This is based off of a real family, a real set of brothers from Eastern Washington, from a small farming community in Eastern Washington, and it's based off a real-life story about these brothers who put out an album in the late 70s, a self-published album, and nothing quite happened with it. It came and went, and they moved on with their lives. And then 20 years later, 30 years later, they're middle-aged men, and some record executive discovers their album. And they go back and they re-release the album. They go back and release actual new music and re-record new music. The genius behind it is Casey Affleck. He's the main character. Walton Goggins is the other brother.
That reminds me of that band, Death. That's what happened with them.
Noah Jupe plays the younger version of Casey Affleck's character. Jack Dylan Grazer in Shazam 2. He was Freddy, Captain Everypower. He plays the younger version of Walton Goggins. So it's Beau Bridges, it's Chris Messina as the record executive, it's Zooey Deschanel as the wife of one of them. So yeah, the cinematography looks great. The music is kind of fun, late 70s, and it's very Seattle.
What kind of music are they playing?
That's just it. They're playing. Their song is called Dreamin Wild, and they play a little bit during the trailer, and it's kind of disco-ish. Like I love music, but my vocabulary for describing music is not the same as my ability is to describe film. So, but yeah, it's a fun. Like the cinematography looks great. You can totally tell they shot on location in the mountains and kind of that rural environment, and the Seattle setting for me also kind of hits home a little bit. That's why Dreamin Wild comes in at number 5 on my list.
There's this band of these black musicians, and they were called Death. And I guess the son of the band members found the album and played it at a party, and people were like, "Yo, this is cool! Like, what is this?" He's like, "I don't know." And then it turns out that it was his dad's music, and somebody recorded it like on social media or something like that. And then it blew up, and then people were looking into the backstory of the band. And the biggest reason why people were looking into the backstory of the band is because it had that punk rock sound, but the band predates the punk rock era. So yeah, so it was a really interesting. They did a documentary about it. It was really interesting. I watched it years ago, but that kind of reminds me of that. How that band found that fame way later, you know.
And what was the name of that band?
The band is called Death.
This one, I looked it up. The real life brothers that Casey Affleck and Walton Goggins are playing in this one. Their album came out in 2020, and the recording sessions were for a year and a half in 2018, 2019. The actual real life brothers that inspired this film are out there still.